Mario Kart World has to be one of the most controversial game launches to have happened this year, with tons of people complaining about the $80 price tag, claiming that Nintendo is greedy and Shiggy is not going to go homeless. And I mean, it's unfortunate when you think about what an $80 price tag game is going to do to the gaming industry. You won't catch me buying an $80 Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty, that's for sure. But back to Mario Kart, I think it's worth the cost and find this game to be so fun and has a surprising amount of depth. This will be a video of my thoughts and experiences playing this game, why I'm having so much fun with it, and my opinion on the price. In this game, you race down a track against 24 other players and periodically get items that give you power-up boosts. There is Knockout Tour, which knocks out the last 4 players in each lap being a different race with intermission tracks connecting them. Then Grand Prix consists of smaller races where you do one map 3 times, essentially. Then there is Battle Mode, which has stuff like collecting more coins than other players, and isn't as fun in my opinion. Finally, there is Time Trial to test against yourself for world record runners and stuff, and you know, just generally for fun. I think this game is very casual for most people, but since it's a hugely popular game, there are a decent amount of sweaty players, and I think I would semi-fall into this category. The reason I mention this is because you can just spam your items as soon as you get them, or you can strategically use the items at the correct timings to get maximum value out of them. These items, however, make this game hugely RNG based. Essentially, anyone can get an item that completely screws you over, and even if you are good with item management, there is an item that is a lightning strike that randomly gets rid of most players' items. Therefore, when I'm at the early stages of a race and get hit by 3 to 4 items back to back and go from 1st place to 24th place, it only bothers me slightly because I know that as long as I don't fall that far behind the main group and don't miss getting these said items, that I will get stuff like the Bullet Bill and Golden Mushroom to get me back into the big leagues with the players at the front. There is even a tactic that I believe is called sandbagging, where players will purposefully stay in the back of the group so they have a better chance at using the RNG system to get a Bullet Bill and Golden Mushroom, then pass everyone on the last lap. This kind of technique is kind of lame, but it is still decently skillful to pull off, and is only a problem in Grand Prix style races. In Knockout Tour, I'm pretty sure this tactic isn't a good one. Then, on the topic of being skillful, I have seen people grinding rating, trying to push for the, past 9,000 rating or higher. Personally, I've been focusing more on the Knockout Tour over the Grand Prix, but I know a lot of people like the Grand Prix more, at least I think, when it comes to grinding rankings. Skill-wise, I think Mario Kart World does it better than Mario Kart 8. I feel like the maps are more similar to being kind of like a straight line, but it feels more 3-dimensional than Mario Kart 8 did. Between shortcuts, item management, rail riding, wall hopping, and gliding, the players are just all over the stage doing stuff, and I love it. It makes it seem very skillful and fun. I've seen some great shortcut skips with the feather as well, which is an item that allows you to hop. Which, going to the maps are super well designed, they are super detailed with plenty of shortcuts and verticality and depth to them. They all look very lighthearted and fun and cute, and connect nicely between Grand Prix and Knockout Tour. The open world is where you can really soak in the details of the world. It consists of all the Grand Prix races and Knockout Tour races, plus the intermission tracks, and they are all connected together in this open world, and is used as sort of a lobby in between matches, or as an area to explore or practice certain tracks. The characters don't consist of Nintendo characters from other franchises such as Zelda or Samus, but it consists of mainline Mario characters and animals, such as Mario, Bowser, and like Goomba, which Nintendo cooked with these characters. I think Cow was a favorite for a lot of people, including me, but I ended up being a Penguin main, at least for now. So, to get the elephant out of the window, I low-key think the $80 price tag is justified. Nintendo innovated with this Mario Kart and didn't just give us the same type of game as all the other Mario Karts. They gave us an open world one with Knockout Tour, Grand Prix, and Battle modes, plus a freely explorable open world that you can frequent in between matches with a bunch of other players. I also think that Nintendo did the $80 price tag pretty elegantly. You can pay $50 extra for the Nintendo Switch Mario Kart bundle, which makes the bundle worth $500, or in other words, makes Mario Kart a $50 game rather than an $80 one, and that is what I personally bought. I will admit that an $80 price tag is extremely steep, but when you consider things like inflation, the Mario Kart developers and stuff need higher paychecks just like anyone else. Basically, I don't think it's a bad game to launch with $80 and would definitely recommend it. Since it is so steep though, I think us consumers are really going to have to be careful about what we are buying. Overall, with the attention to detail in the maps, depth to the kart racing, there being plenty of game modes and content for both casuals and hardcore players alike, along with based characters, I think Mario Kart can get you countless hours of fun and would wholeheartedly recommend it if you have the cash. So if you like this video, check out my video on the Nintendo Switch 2. That'll about do it for me, and I'll see y'all on the race course, soldiers.